welcome back to week 4 of my Amazon FBA journey. So this week was all about sourcing for the first time. So in today's video, I want to tell you exactly where I went, what I needed, how much I invested, what I bought, and what my profits look like they're going to be. I also want to talk to you about what I found to be ungated for my first time going out sourcing. So let's get to it. So before you go out sourcing for retail arbitrage, you're not going to need a lot other than your smartphone. There's really 3 main apps that I use, and that is going to be Amazon seller app, which is different from the Amazon app, and then an FBA calculator. So those are the 3 things that I'll use and keep switching across while I'm sourcing. So the first place that I went to, I was pretty excited, was Ollie's. I've watched some videos about people who found some good things there, which makes sense because it's a bargain outlet. So I think what they do is they buy things like wholesale that maybe were like not the best inventory or not selling well. So they get it for cheap and then they can sell it for cheap. So I figured I'd find a lot there. So I spent a total of 2 hours in Ollie's scanning stuff. And I was actually pretty surprised because I wasn't gated in a ton of stuff. So things that are gated, the gate's closed, you can't sell it. You have to be ungated in the categories to sell it. So I was noticing that what I expected to be gated was exactly gated. Like all of grocery is untouchable. I can't say all. There are some like random things in grocery that I would scan and it would say that I was approved to sell it. But I want to say the majority of what's going to make you a profit is going to be gated. So that kind of stinks right off the bat as a new seller. And not much grocery you can touch. But other than that, there wasn't like a ton other than that though that I was noticing was off limits. So how you're going to know if something is off limits for you to sell is you're going to pull up your Amazon seller app and you're going to either scan a picture of it, scan a picture of the back barcode, or manually type it in. Then you'll find the listing on Amazon. So for example, say I wanted to sell a pack of Expo markers. So I would take the markers, find the barcode on it. This one doesn't because it came in a pack. I'd scan it. So then I need to match it up with the exact match that I have in hand. So you're looking very closely to make sure it's the same package, the same ounces, everything. So once you find it, click it. And it'll come right up. It's going to say request approval needed in like a little rectangle box with a lock if it's something that you are gated in. If you're not gated in it, that's not going to come up. And then right down underneath the listing, it's going to say you can sell this item. So if it comes up when you're scanning something and it says that you need approval to do it, then click and see if you get approval. I did this a ton in the store. It would say request approval. So I click it and then I click submit. And a lot of the times I just got auto ungated. It would say, congratulations, you're approved to sell this brand. So the brands that I did get just auto ungated in are the following. Duck, so the ones that do like the taste, sparkling ice, they're drinks that you can get at Walmart. It was in the beverage section, but it auto ungated. It said I could sell it. NYX makeup, chapstick, Papermate, Canon, Mead, Martha Stewart brand, Danskin, Rag & Bone, and Nine West. All of those things, when I scanned the item, it said you need approval. So I clicked submit approval and it just came back and said, congratulations, you can sell it. So never just stop when it comes up and says that you need approval. Click the next step and see if you get it automatically. Otherwise, if it doesn't say congratulations, it'll bring you to a different page where you have to like submit an invoice and that's a whole new ballpark. So I'm not gonna talk about that today, but always go the extra step to see if it'll just auto ungate. Another thing I was surprised that I saw auto ungated was beauty, the category of beauty. So a lot of the items that I was scanning from beauty, I can sell as long as it's not like a restricted brand. So like big brands, they're not going to they're very protective of their name and their image and their products. They're not just going to let anybody sell their stuff. So for example, like Nike, Adidas, L'Oreal, Aveeno, Burt's Bees, Lucky Brand, those types of things, you're not going to be able to just auto ungate in. You're going to need to find a wholesaler, get approval from the brand, buy from a wholesaler, submit an invoice. So it's kind of a hassle for big brands like this if you want to sell them. So I'm staying away from that completely. It's nothing I even want to look at. There's a lot of money and a lot of profit to be made in these smaller brands that are just going to auto ungate you right off the bat. So what I did, 2 hours in Ollie's, just scanning random stuff, scanning. find it on Amazon. Step number 1, find the correct listing. Step number 2, see how much it is on the app versus what it is in the store that I'm at. If it looks interesting, like it might be a profit, that's when I pull up an FBA calculator, or right in the seller app, click to go to the calculator page. So you'll input what your fees are, whether you're doing FBA or FBM, and then it'll come up and it'll tell you exactly if it's a profit or not. Some people that I'm watching on YouTube, like, for them, a profit's a profit, and they're like, hey, if I see $1 profit, I'm gonna get the products. For me personally, I stick to like $5. If it doesn't make at least $5 profit, I'm not gonna invest the money into it and then invest creating the listings and packaging it up and sending it to Amazon. So it's kind of up to you what you wanna see for your base profits. But so that's what I was looking for. I was kind of more picky. If I only saw something that made $1 or $2, I didn't bother. But I feel like if this is something that people do full time, they would have more time to just invest in those products that only make $1 or $2 profit, but it would add up throughout the month. So in Ollie's 2 hours, I found one item, and they only had one on the shelf that actually made a profit. So I was kind of like discouraged my first time sourcing, going to Ollie's. But like once you find that one item, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a treasure hunt. So what it was a 5-pack of notebooks from a specific brand, which is a well-known brand. And there were 5 of them, all packaged together. I looked it up on Amazon, requested approval. The brand auto-approved me and said I could sell that brand. A 5-pack of these notebooks on Amazon is listed for $43.76. How much did I pay for that? It was $7.99 before tax. So I paid $8.07 total for those 5 notebooks that I'm going to list for $43.76. So after my fees are paid to Amazon, I get my money back for what I've spent on the product. My profit, so the extra money in pocket, is $22.78 from that one item. So that's a pretty good find. I wish that they would have had more on the shelf. I obviously would have grabbed more, but they only had the one. So that was day number 1 of sourcing. Day number 2, I had a longer break during the day that I could go out, and I went to Dollar General. It was like a 20-minute break. So I went out to Dollar General. I started scanning their clearance aisle first, and I wasn't finding anything. And then I came across a toothpaste that they sell. I scanned it, it ungated for the brand, said I could sell it. And 6 of them are listed on Amazon for $22.99 for the listing of 6. These toothpastes were $1 each. So I bought 6 of them to see how fast the set sells. So I spent $6.48. I'm listing it for $22.99. The profit on that, after Amazon gets their fees and I get my money back that I spent, is $9.57. I didn't include shipping in on these. I'm gonna do all of these FBA fulfilled by Amazon, so the shipping should only run me maybe like 30 cents on average per item. So that'd be about $9 profit, which that's not too bad. If this is something that I notice sells really fast, I'll go back and I'll get like 2 bundles next time, like 2 sets of 12, or 2 sets of 6, 12 total. And if it's something that keeps selling, that could be my first replen item. So then yesterday, my 3rd day, I had an hour that I ran to Walmart. So Walmart was where it was at. I first went to the beauty section, and my Walmart has like an end cap in the beauty that is all clearance stuff. And that's like kind of where I hit like a little mini jackpot. So I found pills there, like medicines, but they were like enhancers kind of, that ungated for me. There were 2 of one specific kind that were $7 a piece, and the 2 of them would be listed for $26.99 each, which means the profit would be $24.46 off of the 2. That's not bad. I only paid, $7 a piece for those. The next one, I found 3 of this certain type of pill. They were $5 each. So I got 3 of them. A 2-pack of them lists for $35.99 on Amazon. So that would be $17 profit. And then that 3rd pack, because I've got 3, lists for $18.49. So that'd be another $7 in profit. That's what I got from that beauty section right there. And I went over to just like the generic regular clearance aisle. I'm pretty sure all Walmarts have one, right? It's just like, mine's over kind of near like the paint aisle, behind the beauty. And then it's just one big clearance aisle. It was really picked over. There's not much there. I mean, the shelves are pretty much bare, but just that one end cap and the one bare side of a clearance aisle, that took me an hour to do, because it's like a game. Like, you have to put it in and you have to find the right listing, and then it doesn't make a profit and I have to go into the calculator. Is it ungated? So it takes a while, it's tedious work, but it can definitely pay off if you find the right products. So down that clearance aisle, I found a fishing line, 2 packs of this specific fishing line that I paid $10 each, and they each list for $35. So the profit off of selling both of those would be 32 bucks. And the last thing that I bought were fishing gloves. The gloves were clearance down to $7. They list on Amazon for $29.95. So the profit would be $14.26. So that's my first week of retail arbitrage sourcing. I spent a total of $72.71 and my profit back. So profit means the extra money in my pocket. So I spent $72. I'm going to have to pay Amazon their cut. I'm going to get my $72 back, and then after, I'm still going to have a profit of $127.38. So really, I'm not disappointed with my first week. I was kind of excited. I spent 2 hours in Ollie's, an hour in Walmart, and a half hour in Dollar General. So it was 3.5 hours of sourcing for a potential profit of $127. And I'm confident that I'll get that because I made sure that the products that I was selling are products that are selling on Amazon. So my next step is I need to fill my box more. I don't just want to send in like a few items in a box. Like, I want to have like 20 to 30 items before I actually package it and send it in. So I'm going to spend another week sourcing, and then I'm going to make a video with you guys showing you how to package it and list it on Amazon next. But the other thing I did this week is, as I was saying, grocery is gated. That's a huge moneymaker, the category of grocery. I'm seeing a ton of sellers watching videos, and they do a lot of grocery products that they're reselling. So I knew that I wanted to get ungated in grocery, and I took the step this week. So I'm in the process right now, filling the steps to get ungated in grocery. So my next video I'll make for you guys is explaining to you exactly how I went about getting ungated in grocery. I'm not got ungated yet, but I've taken the first step. So I'm confident that I will be ungated, and I'll tell you how I did that. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.